Logical evening, everyone. Hello, how are you? So, the beginning of the weekend. Here we are, June 17, 2023. Let's see what we have in store today in the first editorial of the Indian Express, that is Wheels of Justice. So, you can understand this word easy, very easy. JUS, you have one root word here. We'll be discussing it in the end. Right. So, let's see what we have here. Take a moment to salute the women who took their courage in both hands, put their storied careers at stake, and spoke up, and keep speaking till they were heard. In January, some of India's most decorated women wrestlers first went public with allegations of sexual harassment against a powerful man, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, Wrestling Federation of India chief and six-term BJP MP. Now, mid-June, a 1,500-page charge sheet has been filed with statements of at least 22 witnesses across four states who have corroborated the allegations by the six complainants. The seventh, a minor, withdrew her allegations. The charges involve sections 354, 354A, 354D, assault or use of criminal force with intent to outrage a woman's modesty, sexual harassment, stalking. Between January and June, an arduous distance had to be covered. Arduous is very difficult. You can understand it from the sentence only. It was very difficult, had to be covered by these women just to get the system to take note and for due process to get off the ground. It involved sleeping in the open at Jantar Mantar, staying with their demand for justice in the face of stony indifference from the government and tepid support at best from opposition parties, civil society, and other spokesperson. If you remember, we had read about this that not many people were supporting them, not people, not the common people. We talked about the sportsperson, right? I think so. It was around 3 days back only where we talked about this matter. So the spokesperson were not supporting these people. The civil societies, that means neither the NGOs nor those people for the women, right? Even they were not supporting the organizations, and opposition parties also were not so much. Tepid यानी बिल्कुल ऐसा lukewarm जैसे जरा सा. It took having their hopes dashed by the government appointed oversight committee and a knock on the Supreme Court's doors just for registration of the FIR. जस्ट फॉर से हमें समझ में आ जाता है कि सिर्फ एक एफआईआर रजिस्टर करने के लिए भी उन्हें सुप्रीम कोर्ट का दरवाजा खटखटाना पड़ा. It included manhandling by Delhi police when they wanted to march to the new parliament and an agonizing huddle on the banks of the Ganga as they debated whether or not to immerse their medals in the river, and they didn't. The people came to save them actually when they were trying to immerse those medals. Now you can understand one point in this paragraph that it was a very difficult journey for them, right? Finally, the charge sheet has been filed. Finally, तो finally का indication होता है कि it was not an easy task. After much ado, these things were being done, right? How difficult it was for them for around 5 to 6 months. What did they do? They slept in the open. अब ये सारी चीजें जो है ये difficulty है, right? When there was nobody to support them, they still went on. That is shows perseverance, right? Their hopes dashed. ये गवर्नमेंट अपॉइंटेड ओवरसाइट कमेटी थी तो भी उससे कोई उम्मीद नहीं थी, खत्म. एफआईआर करना था तो भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट के पास जाना पड़ा. मैन हैंडलिंग हुआ, right? A huddle, this is like they wanted to immerse their medals in the river. So all these things happened. So the second half of the paragraph is actually coming up with all the difficulties, right, that they had to face. And the first part of the paragraph is saying that finally the charge sheet has been filed. But after so much, this step has been taken. तो इसे कहा था जब टाइटल आया व्हील्स ऑफ जस्टिस, एटलीस्ट जो व्हील यानी पहिया होता है तो वो आगे बढ़ा, थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ा. तो लेट अस सी. Through it all, that means through all the difficulties, these women who have done India proud in arenas within the country and abroad kept their spirit unbowed, unbent, no matter the odds stacked against them. Odds stacked against them का मतलब हो गया कि कितना भी प्रॉब्लम था, एक के बाद एक, इतने सपोज ये प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, तो दे हैव बीन स्टैकिंग यानी ऐसे में अरेंज कर देना. कभी हे स्टैक्स देखे होंगे उसमें गांव में, है ना? तो हे स्टैक्स क्या होते हैं? हे मतलब ड्राई ग्रास, तो उसके ऐसे हिल्स बना देते हैं छोटे छोटे से, राइट? दिस इज सो. So they were stuck one over the other. So they were, these difficulties had been stacked against them. So the onus is now on the government and the police and the court. ये रहा. Onus means responsibility. अब इन्होंने तो ये काम कर लिया, डटे रहे बिल्कुल. अब किसकी है रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी? गवर्नमेंट की, पुलिस की और कोर्ट की. Now that the needle has finally moved on the case, see they use the word finally. मतलब जो बहुत पहले हो जाना चाहिए था अब हुआ है जाकर. थोड़ा सा अगर जो नीडल है वो थोड़ा सा खसकी है तो उसको आगे भी बढ़ाना चाहिए. So now that the needle has finally moved on the case, the lawful process must be insulated from pressure, fear, or favor. At stake is the trust of these women wrestlers in the justice system and also of all those ordinary citizens who may not be speaking but are nevertheless listening and watching. So there might be many ordinary citizens, right, who are all eyes and all ears and what is going on and what is going to happen. ठीक है, वो कुछ बोल नहीं रहे हैं लेकिन उनका ध्यान, उनका अटेंशन पूरा इन्हीं लोगों पर है कि हाउ इज द गवर्नमेंट और व्हाट इज द कोर्ट नाउ गोइंग टू डू. The concern articulated by Sakshi Malik, who has questioned the manner in which police have dealt with the POXO complaint, must be addressed. Right? This is the concern. Sakshi Malik has come up with this concern कि आखिर ये जो POXO complaint था, उसको किस तरीके से address किया गया, कैसे tackle किया गया. So if action had been taken when the minor's statement was first recorded before a magistrate, she would not have withdrawn her complaint under pressure perhaps. तो यहाँ से एक assumptions भी आ जाते हैं, conclusions भी आ जाते हैं बहुत सारे कि अगर जब उसने माइनर ने अपनी कंप्लेंट दर्ज कराई थी, फाइल कराई थी, so the action could have been taken or should have been taken at that particular time. Had the action been taken, there would have been no reason or no chance for her to withdraw her complaint. Which, because this action, taking of the action took such a long time, under pressure or somebody would have pressurized her, that is assumption. Under pressure perhaps मतलब assumption है कि कहीं से उसको pressure आया होगा जिसकी वजह से उसने अपना केस withdraw किया. Others may also have come forward. अगर उसने कर लिया होता, मतलब अगर the complaint had been taken care of, addressed at that particular time, she would not have got time to come back to withdraw her complaint. And others also may have come forward. That is what she has said. So Malik is right from the point of view of the author. Malik is right. These struggles, long and painful, often take an unbearable toll, most of all on the victim. Unbearable toll means it takes a lot of energy, a lot of peace of the mind. It takes it away, right? Because they have to go through so much and for so long. Instant ho jata, instant means not immediate wala. But when the complaint is filed and if the action is taken very quickly, then at least the person or the culprit would not go free. This is an important case that will be keenly watched. The author says it very clearly. ठीक है, पूरी दुनिया की नजर उस पे है, पूरे इंडिया की नजर उस पे है, तो सब लोग ध्यान से देखेंगे. अब किसका काम है? द वुमेन रेसलर्स हैव शोन दैट दे विल नॉट गिव अप और स्टैंड डाउन. नॉट गिव अप मतलब हार नहीं मानेंगे, स्टैंड डाउन मतलब अपने काम से नहीं हटेंगे. तो अगर वो उन्होंने, एज आई टोल्ड अर्लियर, कि परसिवेरेंस दिखाया है, डटे रहो, ये अगर उन्होंने दिखाया है, तो दिल्ली पुलिस चार्जशीट शुड नॉट बी अ बॉक्स द अथॉरिटीज हैव चेक्ड. दिल्ली पुलिस चार्जशीट मतलब चलो एक काम हो गया, चार्जशीट फाइल कर दी, नहीं. ये होता है बॉक्स टू बी चेक्ड. इस काम के बाद तुम्हारे पास कई और काम हैं. ऐसे बॉक्सेस होते हैं ना, जैसे टू डू लिस्ट बनती है अपनी, एंड देन यू पुट अ टिक मार्क टिक मार्क टिक मार्क. सो दे हैव कम अप विद द चार्जशीट फाइल. फाइन. Now it should be the start of due process. अब देखो इतने सारे काम अभी उनके पास बाकी हैं. ये due process होना चाहिए. This is only the first thing. So this is only they have set the ball rolling. The ball has to roll also. So wheels turning. So the wheel has to come forward also. So it is only that the needle has made a small change. The needle has moved. Now if it has moved, then it has to move further also. तो ये ऐसे रुकना नहीं है, उसे चलते ही जाना है. ठीक है, तो ये पूरा काम होना है. दैट इज व्हाट द होल पैसेज इज अबाउट, राइट? सो इट इज जस्ट दिस बिगिनिंग. द Delhi police charge sheet should not be a box the authorities have checked. It should be the start of due process that has been denied to the women wrestlers that will hopefully soon lead to justice. Now it is the system's turn to do right to them. यहाँ पे आ जाएगा justice. तो इस justice तक पहुंचने के लिए उन्होंने पहला कदम उठा लिया है. अब बाकी के सारे काम भी होने चाहिए. ड्यू प्रोसेस शुड बी हियर and then they'll come to the justice that should be provided to the women wrestlers. Clear? So the main ideas, quite an easy one. The charge sheet has been filed, the needle has moved, and due process must begin. Insulated from fear or favor. Insulated from fear or favor का मतलब क्या हुआ कि किसी के प्रेशर में आकर या किसी के प्रेशर के बिना. Insulation is to prevent. So to prevent the pressure, that means there should be no pressure now on them. So this process should work according to the system that it is, without anybody's interference. That is what he's saying. So let us see the vocabulary. Here it is, just a mountain of a vocabulary or a pyramid. The owner says responsibility. Tepid is like lukewarm, not very warm. Stony is indifferent. Arduous is difficult. Insulated, as I said, preventive, not affected. Insulations हम करते हैं ना, not affected by. Conductors and insulators होते हैं. Decorated will be, so those people like uniforms also, when they have so many stars on the uniform, so they are called the decorated soldiers, right? That means with great achievements. Indifference हमने कर लिया है, unaffected, insensitive, corroborated is supported. Okay, this I think so we did that day also. Rover or means support, strength. Hopes are dashed by something. So they were like जैसे hopes dashed होते हैं ना वैसे dreams shattered होती हैं. This is another phrase similar to dreams being shattered. तो hopes dashed, dash का मतलब होता है you dash against the wall, टक्कर खा जाना. तो टकरा जाना, तो जितनी उम्मीदें थी वो दीवार से टकरा गई, तो मतलब खत्म हो गई. Agonizing huddle. Agonizing means like it was creating grief. Grief, agony, distress. मतलब वो ऐसे ऐसे थे कि बस वो डुबाने ही वाले थे, इमर्स करने ही वाले थे अपने मेडल्स को. Odds stacked against, as I explained you, ये stacks होते हैं bundles, right? तो bundles of hay जैसे होता है ना, एक के ऊपर एक चीजें stack की जाती हैं. How they are arranged. So there are odds means adverse conditions and not one incident only or one thing that is against them. There were many. So adverse conditions, it is conditions. Sorry. Conditions. Needle has finally moved means a step has been taken. स्टोरीड करियर्स एट स्टेक, स्टोरीड का मतलब होता है जैसे मल्टी स्टोरीड बिल्डिंग होती है ना, 1 स्टोरी, 2 स्टोरी, 3 स्टोरी, 4 स्टोरी, तो ऐसे अचीवमेंट्स उनके पास कई सारे हैं। तो इनको स्टोरीड करियर्स एट स्टेक, स्टोरीड करियर्स बोलेंगे। एट स्टेक का मतलब हो गया दांव पे लगाना। तो जब 5 महीनों से 6 महीनों से वो लोग वहां पे अपना, मतलब सो डिटर्मिन्ड दे आर, what metal they are of, right? It is seen now. So, what have they done? They have put everything at stake, whatever they have earned. तो उनका जितने पूरे करियर्स हैं उसको दांव पे लगा दिया है। फिर भी हार नहीं माने, गिव अप यानी हार मान देना, सरेंडर करना। स्टैंड डाउन मतलब अपनी पोजीशन से, अपनी ओपिनियन से नीचे आ जाना, दैट मीन्स like you leave your opinion, you leave your stand then. A box the authorities have checked. I explained this to you that it is not only the list, that it is a to-do list that they would want to do. You can understand the meaning of this idiom. A box has been checked. तो a box the authorities have checked, मतलब authorities का पहला काम क्या था? चार्जशीट फाइल करना, चलो ये काम हो गया, अब देखेंगे बाद में। ऐसा नहीं कर सकते। तो the author's opinion was, let's say one thing has been done, the rest has to follow it, to it needs to be kept moving, the due process has to be followed, right? So now you can understand the inherent assumptions that have been taken, what conclusion we can draw out or what inference can be drawn out from this passage, that they should not be relaxed now. The government or the process should be followed properly. The government should follow the process. The court should follow the proper process without being instigated by something or without being pressurized by someone. It may be the government also. No, nobody should be pressurizing them, and then the justice will prevail. That is the thought process of the author. That's all for today. So thank you and have a very logical weekend ahead. Thank you. तो वहां स्लो है ना, फिर